It's Madden NFL 24, and if it's in the game,
the final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right at the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Achane is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-2. They have the short field, and they make quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Bills now ready to go on offense for the first time.
They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Well, that time it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sidelines will talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Now hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll run. Achane.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Achane once more, and this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
He's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. To throw is Stafford. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Returnable for Lockett. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Rolling to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll try the air now with Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Stafford now to throw. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. The Bills at 6 and 5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they started some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Touchdown, Bills! Robert Woods, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover two. They're closer to the line of scrimmage. So now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Last time out, remember they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hurts. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll run it. HM with it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Gano's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Holding offense.
And that's on the guard, Cody Ford.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL. Ford Field, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown catch in the victory. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Off of play action, here's Stafford. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Hey, 73, 73.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore with the touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Stafford. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. And that play, he simply dropped it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So many times in games, we see the most difficult acrobatic catches, whether it's on offense or even interceptions. In this case, this ball's tipped and popped up in the air, and it looks like a chance for a hit. And guess what? For whatever reason, they just couldn't finish the play.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 5. Up the middle, Achane.
Shifts by at the 15, and they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And it's caught. No gain on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devon Achane.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down at Stafford.
They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Again, it's Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Stafford. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Stafford. Touchdown, Bills. DeAndre Hopkins from 21 yards away. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to what we love and kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's always nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So for Philadelphia,
fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records, ain't nothing really